Floyd Toronto reaction. What's your take on the reaction from Toronto?
I've been to I've been doing press conferences now, what, 21 years? Nothing new.
Are the fans just upset because they still have that memory of what you did to Arturo Gatti in 2005?
You know, may Arturo Gatti rest in peace. You know, he's from Canada. You know, a fighter that I loved. We had to face each other. You know, probably over 10 years ago, probably 12 or 13 years ago, we fought. He's a legend.
Now, people talk about, oh, maybe Floyd's a runner, maybe he doesn't have the punching power. 26 career knockouts. You defeated durable guys like that in the past. Is it safe to say you're probably the hardest power puncher he's ever fought?
Is it safe to say that, you know, I think, you know, the body breaks down. You know, I was a heavy hitter for many years. My body broke down probably around the Arturo Gatti fight. That was my last hurrah. But I still found a way to win. And they say I'm running. They say I don't hit hard. But I continue to win. I continue to beat the best fighters out there.
Now, the last time...
Well, you knew what you were getting into with Conor. Are you surprised that he reacted the way he did, taking a shot at Showtime, and some of the words he was using?
He's entitled to feel how he want to feel. It's about giving the people entertainment. The people want to be entertained. And I think both press conferences that we did was unbelievable.
There are a lot of similarities between you two.
Well, you know, we don't want to say, we don't really want to say similarities. Just say that I laid the groundwork. It was me first. I did the suits, the custom suits, the flashiness, all the trash talking, and then, of course, he seen my blueprint and he went and done the same thing. You know, and the only thing I can do is take my hat off to him. You know, I'm glad that he's doing the same thing that I used to do.
You keep saying you like him.
I mean, I'm not upset with him. I mean, it's not like the guy, you know, done something harsh to me. He feels that he's the best warrior in the world. I feel I was one of the best warriors when I was competing, but I came back. I'm competing for one more.
Do you think other opponents, if they could talk like that, they could sell the fight more? Is it just him? Do you wish everybody could have a speech like that?
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it really doesn't. It has nothing.
Sells the fight.
It has nothing to do with talking. One thing about me that the people need to know and the world needs to know, I can fight. You know, I was world champion, what, 19 years? I was world champion. I've been world champion from the 90s all the way to now, basically. I've never been dethroned. But, you know, you can never overlook no opponent, you know. Am I overlooking them? Absolutely not.
You upset that you have to almost reprove yourself to a whole new crowd?
No, I don't have to reprove myself. I don't have to reprove myself, and I'll take my hat off to the MMA fans and to the UFC. You know, Dana White will tell you, Dana White used to come on my house every day. You know, I've been knowing Dana White 21 years. Dana White used to see, but I'm man enough to apologize, you know, to Dana White. I'm a real man. That's what real men do. You know, I'm man enough to apologize because, you know, I've said some stuff about Dana, only, you know, because I'm only human. You take shots at me, I take shots back. You know, I'm only human. So, but I don't have, you know, I'm not upset with Dana White. I'm not upset with anybody. This is my job. I have a job to go out there and compete against one of the best warriors out there, the biggest name in MMA. I'm the biggest name, period, in the MMA or boxing. You know, Floyd Mayweather is an icon, and I'm a legend.
Well, I gotta ask you this: is it going to come out at all that eventually you two are going to be friends, or we're going to see pictures of you two having dinner together?
I don't really know, you know, but it's all about keeping my composure. You know, every time I went out there and I competed against the best guys in boxing, I kept my composure, and I went out there and I executed the game plan.
Did he cross the line at all with some of the things he said tonight?
Oh no, I'm not upset at all, okay? Why would I be upset? You know, I live a comfortable life, made smart investments, and I'm A-okay. See, the thing is this. After this fight, he's set for life now. You know, before this fight, he wasn't set. You know, just in his last fight, he made $3 million. In my last fight, I made $50 million. So there's a difference between a 7-figure fighter and a 9-figure fighter. I've made 9 figures on more than just one occasion.
But I gotta ask you this.
When you tell him about Nate Diaz tapping out, he gets rattled.
I guess I'm just, you know, I'm the best in the business. You know, see, we have to be sharp and real smart. Why would I go up there and wear somebody else's brand so they can take a picture they could take a picture and put it on their site and make money off of me when I could wear my own brand, TMT. You know, no different from, you got Nike, you have Nike, you have Reebok, you have Adidas, and Under Armour. Every company had to start from somewhere. You know, TMT is just a movement. You know.
Now, speaking of branding, whose watch are you wearing tonight?
Hublot. So let me let the world know, Hublot is one of my sponsors when I go fight. It was a sponsor for the Pacquiao fight, and yes, once again, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it for nothing. And so
somebody has to lose.
Relax. Hold.
Can I ask one?
Let me finish talking. This Hublot watch I got on right here, it's a 1-on-1. It's over $1 million. So we don't, like I said before, we don't, like at the end of the day, I don't never want the world and the people. See, it's crazy. It's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. You know, if I don't have to wear a suit, that don't make me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to tell the world how much money I made. You can do your homework. I've been in the sport. I made 800 million. So and I got, it's more to come. You know, I was smart. I made smart investments, and you know, like I said before, I'm not hurting for nothing. You know, you see right here, this chain right here, this about 4 million. This right here about 5 million. That wasn't nothing but $1 million. So I'm far from hurting for money. I'm A-OK.
Floyd, I gotta ask you, if somebody has to lose, what would that do to you? What's that gonna do to the loser's ego?
Okay, hold up. We're gonna go him, then we go you.
Okay, so somebody has to lose this fight. What is that gonna do to the person's ego who does?
Well, you gotta realize this. I don't know about losing. You know, I don't know. You can't bring losing to, you know, you can't talk about losing in my house, in my gym, in one of my cars. You can't even talk about losing. The thing is this, Conor McGregor, he's a warrior. He's not gonna lay down. So it's gonna be a competitive fight, I believe. I don't think he's gonna lay down. I think he's gonna come out and give it his all.